Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Final Fantasy XII on the Geforce GTX 750 Ti. For performance monitoring, I'll be using CAM. If you want to download this software, there's a link down in the description. And if you want to support me, there are Humble and Amazon affiliate links down in the description as well. So Final Fantasy XII, the remaster, I'll be doing 1080p, 1440p, 900p and 720p. To skip none of those sections of the video, check the description below. So first of all, I apologize because the footage in the city is very dark. That seems to be due to the capture card. That doesn't affect performance, the game doesn't look that dark, so keep that in mind. Then on 1080p and 1440p, I overclocked the GTX 750 Ti. You can check the core and memory clocks down in the description. On 900p and 720p the overclock is disabled, and while on 1080p by lowering some settings I'm able to get 60-ish FPS, between 50 and 60. After that I just crank up the settings, trying to stay over 30 frames per second, and I'll do the same thing on 900p. I'll show you a 60 FPS configuration, and then I just crank up the settings trying to stay over 30. At 720p by using the maximum settings I was already between 50 and 60 frames per second, so I didn't see any reason to do tweaking there. And finally at 1440p by turning off ambient occlusion, soft particles and lowering shadows to medium, I was able to stay over 30 frames per second pretty much all the time. So yeah, it's running pretty well actually. Now I'm going to talk to you about the options menu. You'll notice that the CPU usage is quite low. We only have 2 cores, 4 threads, so I wouldn't worry too much about CPU. That's why I'm just using the i3. Remember, the G4560 will run the same as this, so nothing to worry about here. So I'm actually surprised that this game has an in-game options menu. Usually Final Fantasy games on PC have a launcher that only has a few options here and there. We can choose resolution, VSync, the frame rate limit. We only have 30 or 60, so the game is capped at 60 frames per second. You're gonna go over that frame rate. We also have shadows, so you can choose the resolution of the shadows, character self-shadowing, which is that shadows cast over characters. Then you have MSAA if you want to use it, 2 times, 4 times or 8 times, and you can combine that with post-process anti-aliasing. You can use SMAA 1X or FXAA, and this game also has ambient occlusion, so you can select half resolution or full resolution or just turn it off. Then the fulfill, glare and soft particles. But if you're just trying to get better frame rates by lowering stuff, shadows, characters of shadowing and ambient occlusion should be your first things to lower. The other ones don't make a huge difference overall, but usually the biggest performance hit is when you're just fighting with many enemies at once or do a quickening or something like that. But that's usually not a big problem because there is little inputs to be done compared, for example, to a first-person shooter where you're just aiming very precisely with your mouse. So at the beginning I'll show you just running around the city. That's where I got the biggest performance hit at the very start of the game. Then I'll just head outside, hit a couple enemies and go back. So you'll see more or less that the city is the biggest performance hit in this video. I think of it as important because you're moving around the city quite often. But remember, this is a remaster from a PS2 game. I'm still quite surprised that a PS2 game can look this good, even so many years after its release. Of course, it has a lot of graphical improvements, but still, I think it's quite impressive. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Yeah. 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 Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha.